like the missing link.
Yep.
So, do you recall seeing Accept back in the underground days when you were a youngin', or are they?
I was a kid, man. I had to ask my mother to go to this. It's that long ago, and I had to go with some older kids. No one had a driver's license, so we were like 13, 14, and we went to their Christmas show. I told that to Wolf many times. It's like they did a Christmas show in a city called Solingen, where they're from. And we all went, and it was for us. They were the biggest band ever, and still to this day it feels kind of strange, to have them on this tour and to play with them actually. And it's a great. I think it's a great thing. It's an honor,
And you're closing the show.
Yeah.
You're closing the tour,
Yeah.
right? It's pretty cool. It's sort of being that you're a thrash band and you have Swallow's Son, which is very dark and moody, and Accept, which are more 80s straightforward hard rock. It's not the same drone.
No,
two bands in a row.
It's
like
the start, the
peak and valley, and
the night starts off very slow. Accept Code comes on, and it's a little faster, and then we go on and destroy everything that's left. And it gets really fast and brutal in the end of the night, and it's definitely like a great bill. I loved being on this tour. It's great.
Yeah, we're happy as fans to have to experience it. It's really cool. Now just a couple more questions. The cover work on Phantom Antichrist is incredible, and it was it was Wes Benscotter.
Wes Benscotter, yeah.
And he's done like Nile and Autopsy, Slayer, a couple of albums.
Yeah.
Were there
Black Sabbath even?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did Dio stuff, Black Sabbath stuff. I was surprised because I really liked the Autopsy album cover artwork, and I always wanted to go back to this dark horror comic images, like that we used on Pleasure Kill. So I contacted the guy and told him that we have this cover artwork, Pleasure Kill, and after that we never even got close to this, like the same kind of like impact that an artwork had on our fans and on us, like having such a dark imagery. He knew Pleasure Kill, and he knew of the Flag of Hate EP, and he was a fan, and so I told him that's the direction. I told him the title of the album, and he came up with this. To me, one of our best artworks that we've ever had on an album.
It's very captivating,
Yep.
for sure. And your album covers have always been very captivating. It's hard to believe. Well, it's necessary to top it with something else, right?
Yep, exactly.
And now, finally, you guys have been on tour all over the world. I believe you're going back to Israel.
Yeah, we're going to Israel in February or something. Yeah.
This is a return to Israel, right?
We've been there many times. I think 3 or 4 times. And it's always a blast. It's great. We've done a whole Israeli tour once. We did Jerusalem, Haifa, and Tel Aviv. And that was a trip. And we recorded our renewal video in the desert, and we spent a lot of time there. And it's definitely one of the best places to play because people there are very hungry for metal. It's great.
And Israel, in some respect, is a war zone at times. And
only if you go to the Gaza Strip. It's not Israel. I mean, you're pretty safe in Tel Aviv. People tend to think that, but if you go to the war zone, of course you're in trouble. But you won't play the war zone, man. Don't worry.
Oh, you won't?
No, of course not. We're playing Tel Aviv, which is it's the capital. But I'd say it's just as dangerous as any other big city in the world. Maybe a little more. I don't know.
So I know that Barney from Napalm Death said that he had played. I think he said he played Bosnia during the war, and there was snipers, and he had to, and stuff like that. Have you had to have you played in Yugoslavia during that conflict?
Right afterwards, and we could still see like the bullet holes on the walls, and it's horrible, man. War sucks. I don't even want to. To me, it should be obsolete now because people should know better. The human race should I have overcome it long ago, because there's been a lot of examples during our history that is wrong, and it's still going on, it's still happening, and I don't understand. And you realize it gets even like worse to see going to this one of those war territories and seeing the misery and how fucked up war is. I mean, it's like there's no such thing as a clean war. You know, politicians always tell you, this is going to be a clean war. We just go in and destroy this, and you know, people are always going to die in wars. You know, it's there's no such thing as clean, like just going in there and destroy like whatever. You know, people are always going to get hurt, and it sucks.
Yeah, I think the closest that I've been to a war zone is recently I was at I drove through the Double Rock housing project in San Francisco, which is out by Candlestick Park, right? And there was bullet holes, and the guy who I dropped off, who was somebody, he wanted me to drop him off so he could score some weed. He said that there was some Samoan and on black violence going on there, where there was shootings, and I could see the bullet holes, and it was somebody was trying to rob somebody that had a gun, and I guess he blew his head off or something like that. And
it's horrible.
That's just human nature. Is that human nature?
I guess it is. I mean, I guess it's just something we keep forgetting that we're.
Oh, that's fine.
We keep forgetting that we're animals, and we probably have the killer instinct in us. I guess that's it. That's why we're killing each other, and we're going to war, and we start wars, and I guess that's why the human race will never be free from the concept of war.